Hey, what's going on guys? Chris back with you with another unboxing and review video, and today, this evening, it is going to be for the smartwatch. Now I have reviewed some other smartwatches guys, but this one in particular is kind of sports activity type of a smartwatch. Now I will be reviewing another watch from this exact same company, and I have previously in another video as well. The company is Juboury, and I'll link them down in the description box below. Fantastic company, fantastic products. This one in particular is a smartwatch. It's the W15. This one, why it's so awesome, is right here on the box. 2.5D Sapphire glass. And if you guys don't know what sapphire glass is very rough glass, and it takes a lot, I'm talking a lot, to scratch it. Apple Watches do have sapphire glass as well. And again, this is 2.5D, so I'm not sure 2.5D in equivalent to the Apple iWatch. But again, sapphire glass is awesome because again, if you're paying money for a product, you don't want to get your iPhone scratched up, your tablet scratched up, etc. Alrighty guys, here we go. Let's go ahead and open this guy on up right there. And again, we got the upper portion of the box here and then the W15 smartwatch right here. Let's go ahead and get a couple boring things out of the way first here. First is a very nice flat ribbon USB cable, and that will be a micro USB charging port, same as your Samsung devices, your Notes, your Galaxies, Sony Z Ultra tablets, etc. And that is going to be a nice long solid 3-foot USB, micro USB cable. This side, micro USB on this side. So you just plug that directly into your wall adapter you already have for your cell phone, plug that in your computer, and charge your W15 smartwatch. Very, very cool, guys. Here we have a very nice watch we're going to get to in just a second. Don't worry, and again, I'll show you close-ups of the watch. Don't worry about that. And we have our little instruction manual here with then an empty box. So we just have the watch and the charging cable inside. And the directions are in English and Chinese. And so real quickly, let's go ahead and run over some specifications real quickly here. The touchscreen is 2.5D curved sapphire capacity touchscreen. Display screen is 1.5 inch. Pedometer is 3D. Gyroscope gravity sensor. Memory is 64 mbit plus 128 mbit. Speaker is 1 watt microphone, 38 dB. Flat vibrating motor is 8 times 2.7 millimeters. Bluetooth version is Bluetooth 3.0. Frequency of communication is 2.4 gigahertz. Charging time is 2 to 3 hours. Standby time is 208 hours. Battery capacity is a 405 milliamp battery. Charging is DC 5 volt through 1 amp. Please check the charger specifications when charging. Charging interface, universal standard micro USB. Alrighty guys, it does have a digital clock and an analog clock, of course we're going to get to. Now I will be pairing this up to an iPhone 6 and my Sony Z Ultra phone as well. And again, to attach it, this one actually again has more of a snap band to it, kind of like a Fitbit type of a thing. I really like that, and again with a little loop right there. And that band is very, very nice guys. I still have 3 more holes to go, and my wrists are very small. So this watch, the W15, is good for women with thin wrists. And also if you have thick wrists, it opens up that far. So again, if you have thick wrists or thin wrists, it's kind of one size fits all because it does have the clamping system down here. Again, very nice. It depends how tight you want to clamp it on. Alright, we have a little plastic screen right here. We're going to go ahead and remove that. Comes nice and protected, and again 2.5D sapphire glass. Alrighty guys, here we go. Here is the top of the watch here. And again, a nice rubber silicone band here. Again, very nice for sweat resistant, water resistant, etc. And it's not stiff, very flexible, very nice. Again, with a nice little clip here on the back side here. So that would just go through the loop there, loop around, and then connect into these holes here of your choice, just like that. On this side of the watch here, we have what appears to be two different holes. That might be a mic hole, volume hole, etc. for your mic input, etc. Coming over to this side is our micro USB charging port right here on this side, and then our kind of our home on and off button there, so you would push that to turn on the watch, which we're going to do. We do have an open hole right here. It's kind of hard to tell on camera here, but again, all these are kind of just for looks, and then we have one right there where my fingernail is, and then we have our speaker here on this side. So that's our speaker right there on the same side as the charging port, etc. That's our speaker for volume, and then these would be for the mic as well, so you could take the phone calls, etc. over, this is where your voice would go into right there. Alright, let's go ahead and turn it on here. We'll hold down that power button on the side there, and it says welcome. And it vibrated in my hand just now, and then it turns on right there. So right here we have Bluetooth, and it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but that is solid black with kind of a aqua blue, a Laguna blue in between right there. Again, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but again, just like the pictures, there we go. A little bit easier to see when I tilt it like there. That is blue. And this is a nice clock, guys. All of this, again, are blue. It looks white on camera, but all those symbols are blue. And then with the hands, those are blue as well. And the ticker, second symbol, that is actually red. Kind of hard to pick that up on camera. But again, here's your analog setting right here. And then you would swipe in for this. You have the date on top, which we need to change. We have the Bluetooth symbol. Our battery is about to die, and so we need to charge that up. Question mark, looks like settings. Here is our steps. Here is our phone calls. Here's our phone book, our music, our alarm, our record memos. We have stopwatch, we have help, and we have Bluetooth, and then back to settings, guys. So again, this smartwatch is more for the active jogger, runner, bicycler, or just more of an active sports watch, and it will be a little bit different than the other smartwatch that I've reviewed for this company. Now again, I really like this one. Again, it has a different feel to it, a different look. I like it. Again, a nice silver bezel here, and that is aluminum. That's very nice, guys. Again, the bezel is aluminum with, again, after the bezel, then it is plastic all the way around here, and this is aluminum as well right there, that little piece right there, whatever that is. And real quickly here, I just looked at the directions, guys. That little small itty-bitty hole there, that is your reset hole for some reason if you need to reset the settings. And this setting here, guys, will show you the time and however many steps, so you will need to kind of calculate that to yourself, and you just kind of hit start. Timer goes, and then it starts counting the steps, and then you pause, and then you kind of resume, or you can pause and reset it, etc. So that's a cool function there. And guys, it looks like this little button I thought was a touchscreen button. I think that's just a little logo there. So that actually doesn't do anything when you touch it, but you can come in from the right out, and I believe you can come that way, or let's see here. So it looks like you can come that way. I don't know if it goes up or not. So it looks like down and up doesn't work in that menu, or you could push that button right there. Turns it off, you turn it back on. And here's kind of your main menu here. So you have the time here, which we do need to change, and then the little runner symbol there, and then it fires up that. And then this actually shows you, very cool, guys. So this shows you kind of a summary. It shows you steps, time, fat grams, your what looks to be a heart rate or heat, speed, and mileage. Very, very cool, guys. Let's go ahead and swipe in that way, and there's your steps there. And as you swipe in that way, so that's your kind of your summary there. I like that, guys. Very, very cool. All right, now coming in, let's go ahead and push this time button here. So here's Bluetooth here. And what we need to do, okay, we need to go ahead and configure it here. So this says search new device. So let's go ahead and search power on Bluetooth first. So here's your power here, and if you need to switch it over, there you go, switching Bluetooth on. All right, now we're going to go to new device, searching. We're going to search it to my Android phone first. We'll go ahead and connect that. So what you're going to do in iPhone or Android, you're going to go to settings menu. You're just going to go to make sure your Bluetooth is on your Android phone or iOS. And you're going to go to the Bluetooth menu, and in Android it's going to say search for devices. So we're going to go ahead and search for devices here, and then it will actually pick up the Bluetooth on the watch here, which we have right here, W15, and it says phone with an F, F-O-N-E W15. So we'll go ahead and click on that, and again, that's in discoverable devices on your iOS device. It's going to be other devices on your iOS. So right here we see other devices, and we see this one here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pair it up to my Android device first, and then I'll confirm if it's working on the iPhone as well. So we'll go ahead and push this one here. It'll take a little bit here to jump from this to this after it connects. Now when we're in this menu here, sometimes you have to hit this one first, pair, and then the check mark, but we're going to go ahead and hit the check mark first on this one and then hit pair on my Android phone. And here we go here. We have Sony Z Ultra right there. Now it says the phone W15 wants to access your contacts, call history, etc. And we're going to go ahead and hit yes. And now it says the Sony Z Ultra is connected, guys. And as we can see here, up here, it says phone W15 is now connected. And now what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go to the settings menu. So here is the time and date. So this is where you would change the time and date right here. And so, guys, to change the time here, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but that is highlighted there. And so what you would do, it's right now it's 5. So I would skip over there, 5, and then you would go over to 3, 1, and then you would go ahead and just hit that little button down there. Now for the date and time here, it's 2016, it's 1:13. That is correct. So we'll go ahead and hit the check mark there. It saves that. And now we're going to go ahead and hit that back button here, and now it says 1:13:16 right there. And here, guys, you have languages. You have, of course, French, you have Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, German, all sorts of different languages, guys. And then here we have vibration, ring, or off right there. We'll go ahead and hit ring there. There's restore settings if you need to restore your settings. Here's your factory mode right there. Here's your calling feature right there. Missed calls, dial calls, receive calls, all calls right there. So let's go ahead and hit missed calls, and again, it's connected. And so it's connected directly to my Sony phone right here. So I have my wife, mi amor. There's her phone calls right there. And again, guys, you can take calls and then dialed calls. It shows it right there. There's American Airlines, 1-800 number, etc. right there, guys. And so we'll go ahead and pair it over to the iPhone here in just a second, which has my SIM card in it. And we'll go ahead and test out that feature here. Here is your phone book. And here is my phone book, guys. I don't want to scroll through that because I have last names and I don't want that to be on the internet. But as you can see here, here's my complete phone book there. Here is music here. So let's go ahead and play that music. And we can go ahead and turn it up by hitting that volume button right there. And that's the max right there. Alright, very cool, guys. You can skip tracks, you can push play, pause right on your watch there. Now here is your alarm function right here, guys. You kind of set whatever alarm you need to set. And then here is your memo record button, so you can literally record a memo right off your watch. Next one is the stopwatch, of course, and so you would just hit go, pause, reset, etc. And then this one would be, of course, help. Before using the smartwatch, please read the following content to grasp the idea. There are 10 functional blah 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 blah, 1 menu. So that kind of goes, you know, without saying, kind of just read the instruction manual if you want to learn more about it. And that's it, guys, for the menu. So again, this is more of a sports active smartwatch. And again, you can take phone calls on it, especially if you're out running, jogging, walking, and you don't want to rifle through a backpack or whatnot. If you're camping, hiking, then this is a really great option for you guys. Again, all right, guys, here I want to show you a really cool feature. So what you're going to do here with the screen off right here, you're just going to push down on it, and it'll wake it up. And so it actually senses your touch finger right here, and it just wakes up right there, and then you would just slide left to right for the menu, of course, here, and etc. And then again, to scroll through the menu, you can go this way here, and that's your previous one here. So your next one is phone call, your call, or your pedometer, etc. Now when you are on this menu here, you would just take it left to right, and there's your analog time, and then you would just go that way back to your menu here. Now something I did realize, I'm going to be connecting again to my iPhone, and we will be testing the phone call feature on it. But something that I realized in the menu, I cannot change the time and date format. So your year is going to be first, your month is going to be second, and your day is going to be third there. So guys, if you're on the analog clock here, you would just come down from the bottom up to the top, and it would show the main menu right here. Now another issue I did have, unfortunately, after the time and date format, I can't switch the digital non-military time. So this right here would be non-military time, but it actually says AM. It actually currently is the PM right now. So unfortunately, it wouldn't let me go from 24-hour time to 12-hour time. I couldn't find that in the menu. I might be wrong, but I scanned through the menu completely and I could not find that feature. So you will have to ignore AM, or you could just go by military time for the PM. So the analog portion doesn't matter, as I stated before, because of course it is analog. But we will call 1-800 number. I think this is American Airlines, so it doesn't matter.
Thanks for calling American Airlines Advantage Reservations. This call may be recorded and monitored to ensure high-quality service.
So here you go. It's coming right off the speaker right here. And you could, again, mute that, bring that up more. And then you could end the phone call right there. And so just a couple issues with it. Again, a cool smartwatch, again, for a basic smartwatch for the active person. Now, again, if you want more features, if you want push notifications, this watch unfortunately does not have it. It's mostly for the active sports enthusiast that wants to take phone calls over their watch, etc. But Juboury does have a push notifications one with a ton more features. And again, check my channel for that one as well. But again, this one, I really like the band. I like how it clasps for the gym, for running. This one is really, really cool, guys. And again, this doesn't do anything. This is for aesthetics looks. So overall, guys, a good active person smartwatch that has some cool features to it. Now, another feature that I couldn't play around with in the settings menu was the sleep mode. So there's no changing of the sleep mode, so it just goes dark after a few seconds there, or dims I should say, and then goes dark like that to save on battery. So you cannot change that feature of the watch itself. Alright guys, so just to confirm, it does connect to Android and does connect to iOS. This again is the iPhone 6, but it will connect to all your different iPhones. And again, the Android phone. This is the Sony Z Ultra. I'll go ahead and link this phone if you're interested in that as well. Alrighty guys, thank you guys so much for watching the review, and hopefully it has helped you make an informed decision whether or not you want to purchase the W15 watch or not. Again, the biggest feature with this watch, I would say, would be number one, the band is really cool. This is probably one of the best bands that I have seen on a smartwatch. Again, for the active person, this is very, very cool. Number two is the Sapphire glass. That is one of the key features of this watch. You will definitely enjoy that. That will prevent scratching. Now, another cool feature, again, if you just hold it down there, it comes right on. And something I did notice in the instruction manual is it stated if you have your wrist down and you come up to look at the watch, that it will come to life and you can see the time. Unfortunately, after doing some testing, I couldn't figure that feature out for some reason. It just automatically wouldn't, like let's say it's down right now, and I bring it up, the time doesn't automatically click on even when it was down by my side and I lifted it up. So again, I was playing around with the menu and unfortunately I couldn't figure that option out. Overall, very cool watch. The only cons on the watch would be that the instructions do state that you can lift it up and see it. And then also the date format, and then the time from AM and PM if you didn't want the military time, etc. Now again, looking up the Smart Glance, you might have to kind of figure that out yourself. It might even have that feature. So thank you guys so much for watching the review. And again, connects to Droid and iPhone. Same exact features across the board. There's no difference between it. And again, no application you have to download on your phone to make it work. It's all through Bluetooth. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned. I got a lot more reviews on the way. A lot more products being sent to me. And again, if you're interested in this watch, look in the description box below. You can read more about it, look at some still pictures of it, etc. And enjoy it, guys. You guys have a wonderful night. My name's Chris, and I'll see you on the next review. Take care. Bye-bye.